This is Sully for Antisocial News, and this is the Body Count Report for Friday, February the 23rd, 2018. And just so you know, on Monday, going to be doing a full day of driving, and I'm going to make some money. And I've said that I can make upwards of $100. Well, it turns out I've actually recorded this today after doing the drive, so I made $226. And you could get in on that chance to win that money. And I want to do this monthly, so every month, one day a month, I'm going to give you the amount of money I make in a day to one lucky subscriber. I want to invest into the channel, but I also need to be working, so this is my way of doing both. I got to be out there working, investing in the channel, helping you guys out. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this, maybe tell some other people, and we can get the channel bigger. A few more people here. That'd be nice. Anyway, let's do some news, some real news. Suspected pirates attack chemical tanker off Somali coast. Irish Times reporting on this one. Thank you for the wonderful reporting, Irish Times. Very scary situation. We haven't heard much about Somali pirates in quite a while. Hell of a read. Military frees MILF rebels smuggling guns. This is a very convoluted situation out of the Philippines, where MILF, or the Moro Islamic Liberation Front, were looked at as a terrorist group that needed to be snuffed out for quite a while until worse terrorist groups popped up, and then the MILF started working with the government to fight the worst terrorist groups that were pledging allegiance to ISIS and all sorts of crazy stuff like that. So now it looks like the government's still working with them, especially if they're letting them smuggle some guns. Anyway, weird situation. Who is on the AFP's kill list is still the NPA. 4 NPA rebels yield in Bukidnon, which is good, because better yield than killed, which will happen. We have one other big story to talk about, that is the White House getting shut down, lockdown. It was on lockdown because a lady smashed into the barrier. And this is a very scary situation because, yeah, crazy people, like, a lot of people get upset about random things, but they don't get so upset that they attack. But sometimes crazy people will sort of pick up on fears in the zeitgeist. And we've seen this a few times, especially living in the DC area. Sometimes this doesn't make national news, but crazy people will try to jump the White House fence. Happened all the time with Obama. And I mean, they'd just be nuts. They'd be like, I needed to give them this package, and it's a pocket knife. And they're like, okay. And the guy's just bonkers. A few times stuff like that had happened, and that's already happened a few times here with Trump, where people would have tons of weapons and ammo in their hotel room, and they're snooping around the White House. There's been a few weird situations like that already, and it's something that can't really be helped, because there are going to be crazy people in the world. But I think it should be noted that civility in media does kind of play a role. When people deliberately make somebody into a bad guy, then that real person, that real life human being, fills the headspace of a crazy person where maybe Dracula would have been. But instead, we actually have a real human being that becomes their target and obsession. Once again, I understand we can't stop all that. You can't blame people for other people's actions. But, yeah, something we live with around here. For you guys, it's interesting news if you don't live in the DC area. If you live in the DC area, it's traffic, because that's all of 17th and H and just everything around the White House just turns into an absolute poop show. Sorry, I'm trying not to cuss because of YouTube, but yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, that's it. That's the body count report for Friday, the 23rd. If you want my money, you want to subscribe, you want to take a little screen cap and email that to me. You also want to do the same thing for some of my social media. No purchase necessary to be part of this, okay? No purchase necessary. You could just follow. But if you want to be easier and do a purchase, you could be a patron, and you could be an anti-socialite, my patron. That'd be nice, right? Okay. Anyway, thanks. Thanks for tuning in. Why am I so angry all of a sudden? It's reading the news. That's what does it to me. It just pisses me off. Alright.